think this needs to be told.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible, with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
Well, there you go. Thank you very much, folks. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. First in the chat, Michael Ann. Welcome aboard, Michael Ann. Nice to have you here. Thanks for coming in. G'day, Joe. How you going, buddy? How was your 25 degrees up in Dubbo today? Hope it was great. Najuma, welcome aboard. Nice, lovely lady, Najuma. Here we go. This early morning thing is extremely overrated. Okay, this early morning thing is called being awake. Good evening, fine sir. And Joe was saying it was a bloody heat wave. What was the temp, mate? In the 30s or in the high 20s? Okay, so we've had an interesting week this week here at Helping Hands. We've had a number of things go out. We've had an acceptance letter go out. We've had a few issues with what's been going on with the rock and roll cruise. So it's all exciting stuff happening here. First of all, I am happy to say that actually I've just got to get the details up correctly, because the new recipient, I can't get it up here right now, but the new recipient is a lady by the name of Roxanne. So congratulations, Roxanne. You've made it up onto the Helping Hands for Cruising next cruise, which is well, I can tell you it's going to be Amy's cruise going on in 369 days, done by Amethyst Hayes. The group cruise going out of Galveston, headed down to the West Caribbean, taking in Cozumel and Prosecco. And I know that Michael Ann's going to be on board that cruise, as well as a couple of other board members are going to be on that cruise as well. So Roxy, you're going to have an awesome time, let me tell you. And those relevant people will be in touch with you fairly shortly. Tell you what you need and how soon you need it. All right, Joe is saying 24 degrees is still a heat. Mate, 24 degrees isn't a heat wave. 24 degrees is just nice. It's just comfortable. You can just get yourself organized and set and ready to do whatever it is you need to do. It's when we start getting into the 30s that it becomes ridiculous. So, keeping you up to date, we still got the Down Under cruises going on in 443 days, and that's going out of Sydney. That's the one you really have to be on, Joe, is that one. Because that's on the Celebrity Edge, and it will be an awesome time, awesome thing to do. And then we've got Bruce from Ocean to Ocean is going to be running his group cruise on the 15th of June 2025, which is exactly 606 days, which is ahead of the Rock and Roll group cruise. Now, we're not exactly sure right now what's happening with that cruise. We know it's going ahead, but there are a couple of things that we need to iron out. And so I'm just going to leave it at that for the moment. As soon as we know what's what, we will keep you informed. I know that there are a bucket load of people that are currently interested in that cruise, and so we will then get that information all passed out, and the relevant people will know. Having said that, why don't you guys look at joining one of the other cruises in the short term? I mean, well, I know Kenny's going on his cruise in 24 days. Isn't that exciting? He was our first recipient, now doing his own cruise. Isn't that amazing? We've got Amy getting herself set. Now, I know Amy's getting rather excited because now she sees that it is real. Her cruise is ready to rock and roll. So, well, let's see how that all pans out. We've got Fun in the Sun. Right now, Helping Hands has its 501c3, so now all we need to do is get through everything that needs to go, and there we go. Now, wait a minute. Joe's just put in a comment here, and I've got to read it out. Please send through thoughts and prayers for the residents of Springwood Park Road, Cope, just north of Goolgong in New South Wales. They spent today pretty much under an emergency warning for bushfires in the area. Oh my God, so you guys got bushfires. That sucks. That sucks. Hopefully they can get those fires under control. We remember what it was like not too long ago. Joe has also got a 2-day trip to pay for, $85 for one, and $75 for the other. Mate, I can tell you now, you can only but have a good time. Lots of good things happening. You never know what'll go. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Just ask any mother. Last week, we had last Saturday, we had an incredible get together. There were 5 birthdays, all within a day of each other. So, with them being all in such close proximity, we had one big fat barbecue blast. And so what I say is you never know what could happen, because you never know when the bubs are going to come. You don't know how life is going to treat you. I can assure you of that one. Oh, that's good. It's been downgraded to a watch and act. That's awesome. At least it's not evacuate and let's go and fight it. Okay, so Joe's saying Parks Elvis Festival in January. Hunka Hunka, Burn in Love. Yeah, well, that's good. And Facebook user saying, wow, we caught you live. Well, that's cool. I just got to figure out who a Facebook user is. But that won't take me long. Because I'll use the right technology, actually the left technology. But I think somebody who's talking like that would have to be Rob. I just have a funny feeling. It's just in my waters. There we go. I'll press that button, because that button will make this come up and do that. And then you never know. Oh no, now it wants me to put in an email. Seriously. Oh, you know what? No, not that one. Not that one. It's the other one. Why this one always does that, I don't know. Excuse me. Do what I want. Who do you think that person is, mate? I've got a funny feeling it's either Rob from Cruising on the High Seas, or it's not. But I'll find out who it is in a second, because I will log in. And then hopefully it will prove me right. There we go, and in you go. Joe's saying I was going to watch you on Facebook, but I'd rather watch you here. Yeah, much better. Is it? So it was you, was it? Okay. Okay, so it's another one. Yep. Okay, I'll use that one. Our big news is we're going to have. Hang on. Our big news is we're going to have an addition to our family. Don't you swear at me, Ross. Oh, sorry, dog, Shih Tzu. 1.5 years old, and our dog Coco's niece. She's pregnant and due in 2 weeks, and we will have her in 10 weeks. Wow, that's cool. Let's go. We're on Island Princess in the North. Ah, it's Gordon and Alison. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Thank you for popping in. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. Brilliant. Well, yes, you've got us live. And so what you're here on is the Helping Hands for Cruising live stream. And today we are I hope you guys are having an awesome time, to be honest. I've been watching your vlogs, and yep, you've been to some good places. I unfortunately haven't managed to catch you live. Congratulations to Ross. I'm actually going to say congratulations to Donna. Better still, congratulations to Coco, because it's her niece. Joe's saying that he's been on YouTube all along, just got notified via his iPhone. Well, that's cool. That's great. Joe, I went to the zoo the other day. There were no animals in the zoo. It was a nice zoo. A Shih Tzu. Okay. Oh, good on you, Gordon and Alison. Nice to have you here on the Helping Hands for Cruising YouTube channel. And Joe is saying welcome, so is everybody else. Welcome on. You guys are the best. So happy to be in a similar time zone. Yeah, you know what it is? It's nice. Currently, for those who are interested, it is 2013, as in 8:13 in the evening. I know that for you guys across the pond, it's freaking early in the morning. I won't even tell you how early. But it's going to get earlier when you guys go out of daylight saving. Ross is saying YouTube is going through temper tantrums this morning. Lots of glitches. Well, why should YouTube be any different to the rest of the world? There are glitches there too. Well, that's a good question. Gordon, Alison, tell us where you are right now. I know you were in Norway, I think. Yeah, give us a heads up. Whereabouts are you located now? Ross is saying it is 4:15 a.m. Ugh. Well, mate, 4:15 is better than 2 o'clock. Alison, who's it? Alison or Gordon or both? They're saying that their time zone in Norway is 11:15 right now. 11:15 a.m. or p.m. Okay. Joe is saying my YouTube is fine, and yes, so is mine. Well, you know what it is. I'll tell you what it is, Joe. It's because we're this side of the pond, and they that side of the pond. Gordon and Alison are crossing the North Sea back to Southampton. They disembark tomorrow. Then it's flying home. So, guys, how was the trip? From what we could see, you were having a ball. But I want to hear it from you guys. Joe is saying, what a nice part of the world you're in. I'd love to visit Norway. Joe, the good news is Gordon and Alison actually live in Salt Lake City. But they've been on a nice Island Princess cruise. So that's been awesome. He's saying that he'd love to visit Southampton. A friend of his is over that way. Actually, what we wouldn't mind doing is getting some friends over in the UK to assist us with Helping Hands for Cruising over there and get them to actually set up the UK division. That would be absolutely fantastic. Okay, Ross is saying, these Americans have problems? Well, at least I'm admitting that. First step is recognition. Absolutely. Okay, here's what I want to know. The Northern Lights were absolutely incredible. A bit chilly, but we're used to that in Utah. Wow, the Northern Lights, you got to see them. Okay, so Gordon, Allison, I'm just asking you folks, how do you think a Helping Hands for Cruising recipient would go on that same cruise you were on? How do you think they would go? Especially looking at the Northern Lights. Would that not be amazing? Now, for those that may or may not know, you'll see two QR codes. Both are for PayPal. The one above this finger over here is for those that are based in the US. If you go ahead and want to donate, please go ahead and use that one, and that will ask you to pay in US dollars. For those that are under this finger here, obviously that says AUD, that will take your deposits in Australian dollars. Folks, we need as much money as we can get because we've got another 3 cruises to go and we need to get some recipients on board said cruises. So please help us out. Joe's saying, make me jealous. Mate, we could make you jealous. It's very easy. But Alison and Gordon will make you jealous very, very easily too, because they'll tell you exactly what their thoughts would be. Let me say, in fact, they make me jealous because here's the thing. We would love to see the Northern Lights. Only me and being cold? Nah. Joe, that is one awesome channel to subscribe to. Both Alison and Gordon give us a lot of good info. They've got a bucket load of subscribers, but the good news is that people are in there every day listening to whatever they've got to say on a whim. And occasionally they'll go live, like once a week they go live. And when they go live, it's unbelievable because you can ask them all sorts of questions and they'll come back with the answer straight away. Well, until when they get down to the part of the chat. Ross is saying, sounds like another cruisathon is in the works. Yeah, well, we need to do that. And the board are going to have a discussion about that as we go through. Norway is a beautiful country, says Gordon and Allison. And yes, it is. Anything that's sort of up in that Arctic region would be absolutely exquisite, I reckon. Too bad the rest, some other parts of the world can't do the exact same thing. You know, they can't be keeping to the nice, peaceful stuff. Ross says he needs to go south to the equator, south of the equator again. Need to see the Southern Cross. Mate, come on down. Right now, the Southern Cross is coming right above the middle. And what I will say to you is January the 2nd, 2025 would be a amazing time to come. Because not only will you see New Year's Eve, you'll see the Southern Cross, but you'll also be sailing under the Southern Cross on the Celebrity Edge when we do our South Pacific. This is actually a hint to you, Gordon and Allison. Come on down under for that, for the Down Under Cruises group cruise, January 2, 2025, South Pacific, Vanuatu. New Caledonia, Fiji. Anyway, Joe says he'd love to go to Sweden. That'd be a nice trip too. So the good news is we keep on doing exciting things. Helping Hands for Cruising is growing. The channel itself is picking up numbers, and really what we want is we want this channel to end up being self-sufficient. So the more the merrier, come on board. And also what we're trying to do is we're trying to get various channels to actually put up a couple of minutes or even take a bit of a show on the Helping Hands for Cruising a YouTube channel, so that we can get as much content as we possibly can, and we can get as many people to know about Helping Hands for Cruising, so we can get more recipients on board. At the end of the day, with our 501c3, we can go and approach various organisations, and one of the things we're looking at doing is approaching the cruise lines, both in the US and also down under. So we will see how we go with that. Alison Gordon, look what I've done. Look what I've done. See, that's number 2. 2 for one night. Isn't that cool? A whole group of people on board, 9 to be exact, and of that you get at least 20% of the people come on board and link into your channel. I'm just saying. There are a whole host more that come in and watch this on the replay. And for those of you on the replay, folks, this doesn't stop you. You can also go in there and hit either of those QR codes, and please keep on donating, keep on helping, because the Helping Hands for Cruising wheel is just starting to turn. We've got some exciting things happening in the near future. We've got some really exciting cruises coming up in the near future, and really the goal is let's get people who've never cruised before on a cruise ship, and that's our intent. So hurry up and get on board, join the club, let's get things happening, and if you can use any of your contacts, let's get some decent cruise ships going as well. OMG says Joe are in Salt Lake City, right? That's correct. Salt Lake City is home to the amazing Land Cruiser Heritage Museum. Well, mate, there's a reason for you to get to know people like Alison and Gordon from Let's Go Travel Tips, and just go out and save up a bucket load and go on either get on a repositioning cruise or get yourself over there and check out Salt Lake City. What an awesome medium this YouTube thing is. Gives you an opportunity to meet up with interesting people, and the opportunity of when you meet up with these interesting people is let them show you their world, and God made a beautiful place. So I'm quite content to be down here, down under. Well, some of the news from down under is right now the City of Melbourne are preparing for a new cruise ship to come and home port here. That cruise ship is called the Resilient Lady. It will be home porting at Station Pier, which is right here in Melbourne. It's about 25 minutes, 30 minutes from where we live. And the key thing is it has actually caused them to do some renovations to the overseas passenger terminal here at Station Pier. So we're eternally grateful to them. And yes, we're getting our first new ship. It is a new ship. It's only, about a year old? Joe's saying they have 2 Aussie Land Cruisers in their collection. They have a 2000 FZJ105 GXL and a 2011 VDJ200 wagon. The VDJ200 is forbidden fruit in the US. Why is that, Joe? Why is it forbidden fruit? Why did the Why did those people across the pond decide it's a no-no for them? Maybe you can enlighten me, because goodness me, it's a Land Cruiser, right? Okay, so as I was saying, um, there are a few things that the board are looking at to discuss right now. And some of those things are about different activities that we're going to be looking at to get more funds into the coffers. I believe one of the things that is happening is and then there's also oh yes, and not to forget about the so there you go, at least 6 things. Joe is saying the VDJ 200 is a diesel. They don't have foreign diesels in the States. Really? I didn't know that. Wow. What, they've all got to be petrol, do they? Well, that's interesting, because I know that... oh, I see what you're saying. They prefer domestically made diesel vehicles on their roads. Yeah, well, you know what? They can teach them how to roll coal and all that sort of stuff. There we go. Okay, so the good news is we've currently got Amy's cruise, the Ducks cruise, and Ocean to Ocean group cruise. We've got some exciting things in the planning with the rock and roll tribute band cruise. I believe that we will have 5 bands on board, and there will be some activities for those bands. We're just waiting on what is the cruise ship that's going to take us on our cruise. There we go. Joe is saying yes, unless they are domestically manufactured. He's also saying he'll be right back. Need to put some... Oh, okay, hurry up. Hurry up. Oh, and by the way, we don't need to go into the bathroom with you, mate. Seriously. All right. So, Alison and Gordon, what is your next cruise that you're going on? Because I'm pretty sure that you guys will be having some exciting things happening, and hopefully we can get some of those exciting things going on with Helping Hands for Cruising Assistance. You know, maybe we can get some cruises on there. You never know. Stranger things could be there. Ross is saying to Joe, we have quite a few foreign diesels in the US, but nowhere near the volumes overall. Americans love their gas-guzzling carbon emitters. Joe is saying the phone and the computer are staying where they are. Oh, thank goodness for that. Good morning from another Facebook user. Okay, g'day. How you going? Now I've got to really find out who that is. Okay, give me a second. I will do that using this device, because this device works better than the other device, and I can actually go in there and do things with this one. Okay, but I need these things to actually read it. So let's have a look. See. Okay. No, not that one. It's got to be that one where we go into, because I know that I'm on another one. So there we go. In there, and we'll go to that one, because that's where I think we are. Yes. Okay. All right. So, oh, it's James. G'day, James. How you going, buddy? Nice to have you here, Sir Astute Tourist. It's a bit early for you, isn't it? Morning, Jimmy. And it is a bit early for you. G'day, Ross. But glad you've managed to join us, because we're talking about Helping Hands for Cruising and all the exciting things that are coming up. We're just waiting on a couple of bits of info for one of those exciting things. But the good news is, we've had a nice chat with Alison and Gordon from Let's Go Travel Tips, and they're finishing off a really exciting cruise to Norway and looking at the Northern Lights. Hello, Sean, just waking up. Good on you, Jimmy. Nice to, mate. I was just going to say cover up, but I figured that your PJs look okay. Yeah, pajamas. They look okay. They keep you decent. Just please don't disturb Colleen. Let her have a sleep in for a bit, please. Just like you, Ross. Don't disturb Donna. Okay. Excuse me. I know she's busy sleeping. Anyway. Some of the other things that we're looking to get to do, some of the other functions, we're looking to, hang on. Joe is saying he forgot there's 3. They also have a 1986 HJ75 troop carrier with the color code 000 on it. The 000 code is used for fire trucks. Yes, 000 is used here as the US 911. So that's it. Donna and Coco are snoring a symphony in the bedroom. Are you conducting? And what is the symphony? Is it Snorer's unfinished symphony? Or is it the... Okay, shut up, Sean. Let's get on to the important stuff. Yes, so the picture in the background is the Celebrity Edge, which is the cruise ship we're going to be on, and that will be awesome. We're expecting you... Well, right now we're told that there's a bucket load of people that want to get on it. Well, we're saying to them, where are they? Get on it. And we're actually expecting a fair few people to get on board so that we can actually get a recipient on board. That will be absolutely awesome. I know that Ocean to Ocean have got things organised for their cruise. All we need to do is find a recipient for that one. And the Rock and Roll Cruise, well, we're also looking for some recipients for that particular cruise. It all boils down to money, folks. We need the dollars. And we also need the videos of the people that you want to suggest to go onto a cruise ship. That would be absolutely awesome. In the meantime, the board are doing things at board pace. We're trying to get some documentation together so that we can complete the Australian registration for the charity. But the good news is the US charity is up and running. All we need now is to finalise on a couple of things, and those should be done fairly shortly. That reminds me, I've got some phone calls to make to actually find out where we're at, but we'll get that all sorted. And hey, whatever happens is a mystery. I mean, will be history. Sorry. Dance of the Sugar Plum. Oh, that's a really good. That's a really good symphony. That one, Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. Okay, Ross is saying 5 recipients. We are securing corporate sponsorship for them. Man, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Okay, Stream Elements is coming up with a response message, which I'm not really sure what message that is, but we will figure that out at some point. I'll look at that later on. Anyway, I just want to say, those that have already gone down the path of donating and putting in whatever activity they've put in, I just want to, from the bottom of my heart, thank them immensely for all the help and assistance they've given us. Because to be honest with you, this charity was would never have gotten to the point where we are if it wasn't for all the people who got involved and helped us out. And so for that, we appreciate all the assistance. And you know what, folks? Good news is good news. We are growing. We are getting more and more people who will join us. And because we're getting more and more people who will join us, the amount of people that are working to actually get the name spread out is becoming phenomenal. In fact, we look like we've got a bucket load of exciting people who are going to be joining us on our various cruises, spreading the word out, getting recipients on board. Hey, you know what? It's just an exciting opportunity, and I'm eternally grateful to all the people who have done. Put in activity, who have come up with ideas. For example, Ross from Orange Cone Vlogs, I'm actually eternally grateful for him putting together the Rock and Roll Cruise. When it happens, we will be certainly really excited to be involved with it, because what it means is that we're getting recognition from a lot of other people as to the benefits of helping hands. So every little bit helps, you know. Whenever you go to somebody and you start talking to them about helping hands, we thank you, because at the end of the day, you're going to give somebody who's never had the opportunity an opportunity to see the world. Kenny's a perfect example. Never seen the ocean, never seen the beach. Never seen the beach. And there he was, putting his feet in the water and learning about life under the ship. It was a big life changer, a big life changer, not only for Kenny, but for everybody else who was with him. Likewise, the other recipients, James and Cindy Catanese, and also Scott and Amber Hicks on their group cruises. It was life-changing for them, as well as all the other people that were assisting them. So, you know, you never know what you can do. You never know how far your dollar goes. And it's not just about the dollars. It's about the camaraderie. It's about the growth, and it's about how people change, how people grow. And so with that in mind, folks, I'm going to say to you, you know, let's think of opportunities to make things grow. I know that Jimmy from the Astute Tourist always talks about PMA, positive mental attitude. Well, at the end of the day, it's not just about the positive mental attitude, it's about how you handle that positive mental attitude and how you actually utilize it to create good. So right now the world's in a bit of a gnarly look. People are fighting with each other, people are trying to kill each other. But at the end of the day, put a smile on your face, love everybody, they'll love you back at some point, and you can change worlds, you can change lives, you can change people. And for that, I'm asking you guys to help us change people's lives, from those that are downtrodden in the way of life's dealt them a bad deal ever since they were kids and have never had an opportunity to look above the pale. You know, there's a thing, how do you get a bunch of crabs constantly fighting to get out of a bucket? Just keep on showing them above the pale and let them see what the future holds. And this is what we want to do, let people see what the future holds so that we can in turn change their lives and at the same time change ours. Enough harping on this. Let's get on. So, currently coming into Melbourne as of the end of the month, we've got the Grand Princesses coming in. We will also have the Coral Princess coming in. We will have the Carnival Luminosa coming in. And we will have the Resilient Lady coming in. Resilient Lady will be the only one that will be calling Melbourne home. The rest of them will be spread around the other ports. Ross is saying, create pay it forward moments. Every day is an opportunity to make a difference in someone else's lives. And there you go. And that's basically what I live by. Pay it forward. Because if you pay it forward, it'll come back to you. It'll come back to you in ways you'd never expect. I never thought that I would meet people like Ross, like Jimmy, like Alison and Gordon. I never thought I would have that opportunity to meet people like that if it wasn't for helping hands and cruising, for want of a better way. So there are some exciting things going on. I believe Carnival Luminosa is just finishing off its 32-day repositioning cruise. It repositioned from the US down to Brisbane. So that's going to be exciting because Carnival Luminosa will be spending time down under for our summer months, for our cruising season. The P&O ships have been floating around. That's P&O Australia. There are 3 of them. The Pacific Dawn, the Pacific Adventurer, and the Pacific Explorer. They have been running around Australia doing various cruises, and that's been exciting. And next month, being November, in the first Tuesday of November, we have a horse race called the Melbourne Cup, and I know that we will be having one of the P&O cruises coming down under to Melbourne for the Melbourne Cup, because what they do is they have a 3-day cruise, I believe it is. They come in, they dock in Melbourne, people get off the ship, they go and watch the Melbourne Cup, which is on the Tuesday, and then on the Thursday we have Oaks Day, which is Ladies' Day at the races, and so people stay for Oaks Day and then they leave that evening and head back up to Sydney. So that's one of the cruises that are there. I know that again, P&O are also they do a comedy cruise, which is a 3-day cruise. The good news is in Australia you can do cruises to nowhere. So a cruise may leave Sydney, go around for 3 days, do a comedy act, come back into Sydney, and there we go. This place is huge. This country is huge. Anyway, I've been blabbering on for long enough. And what I want to say, folks, is thank you for your support. Let's keep on supporting. We certainly want to get a bucket load more people on board the cruise ship. So help us out. Put some money into the coffers. Help us out any which way you can. Anyway, I'm going to finish off by playing our standard theme song. And with that, folks, I'm going to bid you all a good evening. For those on this side of the pond, for those across the pond, good evening. And get your butt into gear so that we can shove everybody your way. And for those of you across the pond, have a great morning, and may your day be full of excitement and happy things. Thanks for popping in. We shall catch you all tomorrow with the Down Under Cruises, and not only that, we'll catch you Friday night. Have a great day. Take care.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible, with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dreams a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality, yeah. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream